So, Mr. Speaker, can you give us some kind of an undertaking that by next week, before the end of next week, we have at least another 7 billion in our accounts, and then how you're going to disburse the rest?
The member next to Emase, who is that? Kirima.
Yes. Thank you, Mr. Speaker, sir. My good question to the Cabinet Secretary is this. Is the Minister aware that other than CDF, there is no other money which we get for development in our sub-counties or constituencies, and then development which can be seen on the ground is only through CDF money, of which we are lucky that the Minister concerned is a former member and he has used CDF in his constituency. The chief executive of this country was a member of this house and he has used CDF before. Is the minister keen to release this money before the end of financial year so that we can not have carried debts beyond this year? Thank you very much, Mr. Speaker.
Bensouda.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. You've kept your word by ensuring that CS National Treasury is with us today. Question number 1. We would like the CS to also give us a plan of releasing NGAAF the same way he has committed the plan of releasing NGCDF, which is 7 billion per month. Taking into consideration that NGAAF is just 3.5 billion, which has been reduced, we want to request that this money, at the beginning of every financial year, it is released as a lump sum. Question number 2. The current CS nominee for gender responded in one of our question items that the increased femicide in this country is because the girls are suffering dependency on finance. Could the CS National Treasury come clear now that the students are going to go back to school where the sanitary towels money financing 500 million is, so that we don't have an extended femicide and killing of our girls? It is urgent like yesterday. Number 3, Speaker.
That is sufficient.
Number 3, only 1 second. The 1 billion which were given in last financial year was a presidential directive, and he promised to deliver his agenda on the women. And we are expecting in the next financial cycle an additional of 1 billion. We would like our money not to be touched, not even a shilling. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Women Rep Laikipia. Women Rep Laikipia.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. And I appreciate my very, very able members, Honorable Bensouda and Honorable Zamzam from Mombasa. Honorable Speaker, thank you for giving NGAAF the highlight that it requires today. Because, Honorable Speaker, this is a fund that in the last 1 year took care of 50,000 children. It has taken care of more than 200,000 groups. It has supported so many of the vulnerable in our community, Honorable Speaker. I want to support what my members asked, and it starts with the first question in regard to the deduction. As much as the deduction was done in this Honorable House, Speaker, it is my plea to the Cabinet Secretary that, going by the President's directive, can we get our money back? Because I believe as much as we give value to infrastructure, we need to give more value to our women, our youth, our persons with disability. They are more important than any of those other functions that we are giving presidents to. Secondly, Honorable Speaker, we also need the gender-based violence money released, which was 100 million that was given by the President as a directive. Thirdly, Honorable Speaker, our children have not stopped having their monthly periods, yet the sanitary towels money has not been released. To the Cabinet Secretary, kindly give us a date on when the money is going to be released, because our girl children are in dire need in their schools. Thank you, Honorable Speaker.
Kenan.
Mr. Speaker, today is a great day. The person presiding over this chamber is an astute and an all-round politician. The person in the name of the CS is an astute politician right now wearing another hat as a member of the executive. The audience here are all politicians. But luckily, Mr. Speaker, there must be a time when we own up. First, I must admit, there is nowhere in the world where there is enough money. There is no government that has enough resources. Every government, even the mighty, still struggles with resource mobilization. But what the difference is how they prioritize, how they plan, and how they execute and properly manage the resources that they collect. Mr. Speaker, as among the members of parliament, having been around here, I have been reluctant to participate in the launching of my bursary fund. Simply because we must be practical, we must be truthful, and we must tell our constituents what is there. We appreciate you, Waziri, because the alternative will have been to print fake money. The alternative will have been to mint fake money that the economy cannot accommodate. And therefore, we're in a stage where we must live with what we have. But that being the case, you understand, like regions where we come from, where the level of poverty is so high, where many students who are going to school rely on CDF. We are going now to April, May, yet we are not in a position to clearly say this is the date when we are going to pay bursary. I want to beseech you to revise that program. You have released 7 billion today, and I pray that those mandarins in Treasury and CDF are not misleading you, because at times they mislead their political head. Can you release, because members, you know the timing, we have been around here.
Go on.
The check, the letter is dated today, and I'm a realist. I hope that letter was not meant just to give you a PR face before you appear here, because the person we are going to hold accountable is none other than the Honorable Mbadi. Meaning, therefore, from tomorrow, we must see this money in the CDF accounts. Now, my question is this, Mr. Honorable Speaker, and now that all of us here are politicians, can the minister revise that program in addition to the 7 billion you have released today, release another 7 billion today, so that at least we can plan for our bursaries as we wait for the other 7 billion before the end of the month. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
Honorable members, let's have the minister respond to those first.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I want to try as much as possible to run over the questions very fast without losing the impact of it. Now, using the question from Honorable Wamboka, thank you, Honorable Wamboka. First, I want to confirm that I'm not using Speaker as a shield. I came to the Speaker first as someone I respect, having been in this House as a member of Parliament when he's the Speaker, and we even started our engagement earlier than before he even became a Speaker. He's someone I respect, and I don't want to put him in any bad light at all. I don't want to demean the seat of the Speaker. That is why I made the commitment, and I am confirming here that it is my office that made that commitment. In terms of minimum of 21 billion, I hear you, Honorable Wamboka, but again, I want to repeat that there is a lot of pressure on our exchequer. Unless we receive these external finances, and I don't want to commit here with the resources that have not come. Because again, you are the same one who has asked me that why didn't I foresee, why didn't I plan with some of these failures? And therefore now I'm planning by saying that I don't want to commit with money that has not come. The moment I get that money, Honorable Wamboka, there is, through the Speaker, there is no reason why I cannot even do much more than you have not asked for. Secondly, I think now the other question is by Honorable Musa Sirman. I want to agree, Chairman, that bursary issue is of serious concern and that you probably need much more. In fact, we shared with you and you told me that at least we should make available 14 billion. At least for you to be able, for members to be able, for CDF committees to be able to cater for bursary for our school-going children. Let me say this. I want to persuade members to allow me, not for next week, because next week I know the kind of commitments we have, but the following week, latest by 29th, that we make another disbursement of 7 billion. And I want to tie that to respond to Honorable Kainan on the question that you raised, whether the mandarins would mislead me. The advantage you have is that the CS at the National Treasury is an account